Ooh, wait, actually. Where am I? Okay. I think I'm in Sacred Sisterhood. But I don't actually know. Oh, can somebody tell me where I am? Actually, I have my computer right here. I think I'm going to do that. Where am I? I have to figure out where I am. Because I think I went live in the wrong place. But I could be wrong. It's apparently where I'm supposed to be. Hello, welcome. Okay. Hi, Emily. Can you tell me, am I in Sacred Sisterhood? How are you? I actually am going to send you a PM today because you've been on my mind all day. Am I in Sacred Sisterhood? I think I am, but I think I might have gone live in the wrong place. I am. Okay, thank you. I hit the button and then I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot to double check and see where I am. That is so funny. It's so funny. Okay, so what I want to talk about is why, I gotta fix this, thing keeps falling down. Why you are not having the results you want. There's a couple things that go into this. First of all, it's your energy. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. It's your energy. So there is this space, this gap, right? In time and energetic space from where you put out what you want and when the thing you want has to actually make its way to you. So your main responsibility is this gap in time. You get to put out what you want, but then you have to nurture this gap in time. And when your energy is faulty, your energy is made up of your emotions, also your thoughts, your subconscious beliefs, your old patterns, and your wounds. All of these things help to make up this energetic output that you're putting out. And when you have a faultiness in there, it's like you're here, you've shot up as Abraham Hicks talks about it, your rockets of desire, right? Your rockets of desire. When your energy is faulty or wobbly, it's like the things are coming and then they're backing up, and then they're coming and they're backing up, and they're coming and they're backing up. So you have this space that you're responsible for. You're totally responsible for your manifestations coming to fruition. 100%. 100%. Yes, we co-create, but your energy and everything, nothing's gonna happen for you if you're if you are disbelieving, if your limiting beliefs and your subconscious patterning is going against what your manifestation is, right? You could be like, oh, I'm gonna have $100,000 a month, but you're gonna sit on the couch and you're gonna be frozen in fear and you're gonna worry about how you're gonna pay the next bill. And you're like, I don't have enough time. I can't do this. I'm unmotivated. I'm uninspired. you're not gonna have that until you start lining up your energy, right? This thing could be 2 years down the road. It could be a month down the road too. That's your choice. That's your decision, right? Your energy in this space between the thing that you're wanting and your desire, you're shooting up your desire, universe, I want this. Or maybe it's a $10,000 a day or $10,000 a month, whatever. I know a lot of people in here are working towards consistent $10,000 months or multi 5-figure months. So let's talk about that, right? You want to have a $10,000 month. You're like, all right, universe, I want to have a $10,000 month. But then you're like, I don't even fucking know how that can get here. I've never had it before. I don't have enough time. I don't even think I can handle the clients. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? I don't know. And the more you say that, it's like you're pushing your everything away. You're pushing your everything away. And then the emotions that you're eliciting, the wounds that you have from previous experiences, Maybe you had somebody sign up with you and then they never ended up paying you. Maybe you had, you did a launch before, but only 2 people signed up. And so you don't actually think that you can have more people sign up with you. You had a thing come up and you couldn't fulfill whatever. You had all sorts of like whatever. And it might not even be anything to do with your business right now. It could be something like, I was laughed at in elementary school. I was laughed at. They all totally made fun of me and I was so embarrassed. So who am I to show up and talk about this and think that I can really help people because they're all gonna laugh at me? That totally, do you guys remember the Adam Sandler? I remember, total digression. The Adam Sandler cassette tape, but they're all gonna laugh at me, or they're all gonna laugh at you. I had the cassette tape from his like Saturday Night Live stuff. Anyways, total, that reminded me of that. Maybe I'm aging myself right now too, because I think I'm older than most of you in here. When your energy is wonky and wobbly and faulty, so are your manifestations, so is your success, so are the things you're going to be experiencing in this world. Hi, Terry. Welcome. Hi, Andromeda. Welcome, loves. How is everybody? You totally remember that. Okay, good. I'm so glad I'm not alone. I actually had the They're All Gonna Laugh at You cassette tape. I can still visualize it. I listened to it in my Walkman all the time. Hi, Lisa. Love it, love it, love it. That's so funny. I can totally hear him going, they're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. And for the record, like that was one of my stories that I had to rewrite like so many times when I was really starting to become visible online and come out and talk and share and yada, yada, yada. There was this time where I was in 5th grade. I was in Miss Stricker's class, and it was like, I was such a tomboy growing up, whether or not you can believe that. I was such a tomboy, and I would never be caught dead in a skirt or a dress, which is funny. I'm wearing a dress right now. I love skirts. I love dresses. I wore tights. I was like, I think it might have been picture day, but I was like, I don't know what it was. I was like, I'm going to feel really, really good. I'm going to feel confident and I'm going to like feel girly. And I was just like in this mood and I was going to dress up. And I remember like getting ready in the morning and I had this pleated plaid skirt that I think was actually our family's tartan from Scotland. And I wore white tights underneath it and like nice shoes, and I went up and I was like, I never wore a fucking skirt ever. And it was in class and this boy, I think I remember who it was. I don't know for sure, but I think it was Nick. I can't fucking remember his last name. Anyways, he was like, hey, I've got, it was like quiet time in class and we were all writing and we were like doing something, and he was like, hey, I want to tell you something. And I was like, he was like a popular cute kid, and I was like, you want to tell me something? Okay. So here I'm like feeling confident and I'm feeling like, feminine and girly and totally stepping out of my comfort zone by wearing a skirt. Stepping so far out of my fucking comfort zone. And what he was like, I want to tell you something, but like meet me up there at the front of the class. And I was like, okay. So there was like boxes, I think of like art supplies or something like that up in the front. And so I go up there and he comes up behind me and he's like comes and whispers in my ear. And my desk was kind of in the back of the class. And he was like, we can see your underwear. And so here I am, I'm in the front of the class and I'm bending over and I'm wearing a skirt for the first fucking time ever to school, and like feeling really like, oh my gosh, like maybe I'm actually pretty because I didn't think I was pretty, and yada, yada, yada. And then I go up and I was mortified. I thought like this cute kid wanted to talk to me, blah, because I'm wearing a skirt and la la. And he totally wanted me to go like be up in the front of the class so everyone could see that I had tucked my skirt into my tights. And so like my underwear was totally visible, and it was like, had like fireworks on it, so like bright, like fireworky things on it, with white, with white tights. And so I turned around and the entire class was laughing at me. And so yeah, for the longest time, I was like, I am not going to do anything that's going to potentially put me in the situation where people are going to laugh at me. So for the longest time, and like this totally impacted me, obviously coming into business, like, oh my gosh, what if they laugh at me? What if I get laughed at? And I'm like, well, this fucking thing from 5th grade, like I let that experience from 5th grade impact me. Like I don't fucking have anything to do with any of these people, and I haven't talked to them in 20 something years. Who gives a flying fuck? Right? But those stories imprint themselves over and over and over, and that is going to impact how much you show up. You could even show up, but because of this, nobody's going to hear what you have to say until you rewrite those, until you heal that wound and you rewrite that story. I had written a story because of that experience in my head that like nobody wanted to hear what I had to say, and that if I showed up, people were going to laugh at me. And that was terrifying to me. That was terrifying to me. So you have to figure out and like let yourself shift those stories, heal those wounds, shift that story, and shift your energy. You have to like literally quantum leap and quantum step into your next level you. This is that nurturing of that space in between. You have your rocket of desire and you have the thing that you're wanting, your $10,000 month or your multiple 5-figure months, right? And you have all this space between when it shows up and you receive, or between the universe delivering and it showing up in your physical reality. This is your responsibility. This is your responsibility. I actually explained it like this for the first time on one of my one-on-one calls this morning, and I was like, this is fucking brilliant. I've never actually explained it to this, but this is what holding space is. This is what holding space is. It is managing your energy. It is the constant shifting, the constant rewriting, the constant opening up. It is the constant nurturing of this space. That is what's going to allow your manifestation to either come to you and to come to you really quickly, or for it to take for fucking ever. And then for you to get stressed the fuck out. And when you get stressed out, guess what? You're pushing it away. So all of this, like this space, that's your responsibility, and that's what you have to nurture. That's what you have to nurture. So in Limitless, not only am I going to teach you how to nurture that space, I'm going to teach you how to fucking completely rewrite everything, go around the blocks. So like your blocks are right here. We're just going to fucking go right in on the side. We're going to rewrite everything and open you up to absolute limitless possibility and potentiality. Because what you're proving to yourself right now, if your business is not having the growth and the success that you want, is because you are creating this, and it's because all of this stuff in this space. So not only are we going to identify it, we're going to completely shift it. Every single thing you want is a shift away. Every single thing you want is a shift away. Period. End of story. And the things that you get as a result are multiple 5-figure months with people continuously reaching out to you, wanting to pay you that you've never even fucking heard of before. That is that is what one of my clients is currently experiencing. Another one of my clients is currently experiencing people reaching out. Well, again, also people reaching out to her, signing up for her program that she's hardly fucking talked about, and like with so much ease is just signing people up that she's never heard of, and the beliefs that she was having before were, I don't have enough of an audience, I don't have enough visibility, I don't have this, I don't have this. It's like every fucking thing you want is a shift away. She has people constantly reaching out, signing up for her program that she's hardly ever fucking talked about. She has more than surpassed her goal, and it's been the easiest thing ever. It's been the easiest thing ever. And then another one of my clients who's just like having opportunities fucking and sales show up left and right in her inbox. It's because when you shift, everything fucking shows up for you. When you shift, everything shows up for you. So I had this moment, I was with my old coach. It was like, man, maybe it was almost 2 years ago this summer. And I remember I was like frustrated, and I was starting to feel depleted, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm doing all the things and it's not fucking happening. And she was like, well, you haven't decided. And I'm like, fuck you, I haven't decided. I love her so much. I love her so much. But I was like, fuck you, I haven't decided. I didn't actually tell her that, but I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And it took me so fucking long to figure out exactly how to decide. Exactly how to decide and how to make this happen. Hi, Lonnie. How are you? I love you. I loved your reading so much. You're so beautiful. It took me so long to figure out actually how to make this happen. And it's like, yeah, I totally decided because I'm showing up and I'm doing my Facebook Lives and I'm investing the money in the coach and I'm doing this and I'm doing journaling and la da 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 da. But what I hadn't been doing, and this is what, I don't even think she knew how to explain it to me. I don't think anybody knew how to explain it to me. I had to figure it out, but it was like, I had to be willing to completely shift everything. And so this is what I do consistently over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And yeah, when shit happens, like when I was going through my health crisis, I forgot. And then I was like, oh, and then I was actually coaching one of my clients and I was like, oh God, I haven't been doing this for me. Oh my God, I totally forgot because I was just, in survival mode. And you shift and then everything fucking changes. Everything fucking changes. Within a week, incredible manifestations happen, not just for me, but for every single one of my clients is on fucking fire right now. Every single one of my clients is on fire. Another one of my clients, we did a one-on-one call the other day and she was like, she hasn't had that much traction in her business, and we've just started, we just had our first one-on-one call the other day, and she's like, I have so many people showing up. Like, what? I have so many people just showing up. How is this possible? And the thing is, it is. It's not... Yes, it's like a little secret formula that I've been cultivating and creating, putting together and teaching my clients. And that's why I've put this all into a course for you it's fucking there and it's available for you. Everything is. If you have a want, if you have a desire, it's there for a reason. It's not far-fetched. You're not fucking crazy for thinking you have this desire, for thinking you want consistent $10,000 months, or for thinking you want consistent multiple 5-figure months. You're not fucking crazy. The only thing that you're responsible for is nurturing the space between the rocket of desire and your manifestation actually coming into and being your physical reality. But when your energy is wonky, when your thoughts are wonky, when your beliefs are wonky, when the stories, when your wounds are activated, it's like it comes in a little bit and then it goes back, and then it comes in and then it goes back. And it's up to you. The more you're like, I'm shifting, I'm focusing, I'm allowing, the more it comes in. The more you're like, oh, I don't fucking see it coming, nothing is happening, what the fuck, I'm getting stressed out, you're pushing it farther and farther away. How am I going to pay rent? You're pushing it farther and farther away. But when you nurture this space, this is how you let things come in so fast, over and over and over and over and over again. It gets to be that easy for you. It gets to be. Not one of my clients that has had, a tremendous success or has had, the client show up, and not one of them has been like, wow, that was fucking hard. They're all like, are you serious? It was that easy? I was making it so fucking hard on myself. Holy shit, I was making it so hard. What the fuck? So when I tell you it gets to be easy, and when I tell you it's all right there, it is. It is. I wrote a post this morning and it was just like, if you're driving around in your car and you are looking for, this really hip area of town, maybe there's a street fair that you're going to or something like that, where all the excitement is, or all the boutiques or whatever, and you're just driving and you're like, where the fuck is it? You're one street over, but you don't know because you're freaking out and you're like, God, I fucking knew it was right here. What the hell? Google Maps said it was here. Wave said it was here. What the fuck? I'm here. Why aren't I seeing it? The boutiques, the restaurant that I'm trying to go to, what in the actual fuck, where is it? When all you have to do is just turn the corner. And you're like, oh, I've been circling around it for fucking hours. And it was, I just had to turn on that street. God damn it, what the fuck? Right? If you're not having the results that you want, you're not letting yourself fully shift. You're not doing the healing work, and you're not doing the energy work. It doesn't matter what strategy you're doing. You can do any number of strategies, right? Like, yes, you have to show up and do a strategy that feels fun and feels good for you, but if you're not doing it, it doesn't fucking matter, love. Or if you're not doing the energy work and the nurturing the space, it doesn't fucking matter what strategy you're doing. Carolyn says, I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad. It doesn't fucking matter. The same strategy that works for you might not work for me. The same strategy that works for me might not work for you. And that's okay. That's not the thing that fucking matters. The thing that matters is your energy and your decision to continue to shift, to continue to shift, to continue to shift, to continue to show up and plant seeds. However the fuck you do it. Maybe it's sending an email to your email list. Maybe it's reaching out to, leads. Maybe it's coming on and doing a Facebook Live. Maybe it's hosting a webinar. Maybe it's showing up more on social media, or on Pinterest, or on Instagram, or whatever. Wani says, the thing I'm having a hard time with, the thing is, I'm caught up and having a hard time believing that my energy is the most important thing in this whole world, in this whole thing. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this. How have you ever fully trusted in showing up and focusing on your energy? Let me put it this way. Have you ever walked into a room and you're in your power, you're fucking vibrant, you're feeling good, you walk into a room and everybody turns to look at you? Have you ever had that happen? You're hard-nosed believing that it's the physical action that's the most important. Okay. So talk about your physical action. You've had that all the time. Okay. Did you, when you walked into that room, go, hey everybody, look at me, I'm here right now, like clapping your hands. It's me, Wani, I'm here. Is that what you did to get them to look at you? Did you take this like physical action and like make this huge display? I'm not saying don't take action, but it's the energy behind the action. Now, have you ever walked into a room where you're just like, no, you didn't have to. Exactly, because your energy, they were drawn to your energy. They were just drawn to your energy. Have you ever walked into a room or a place and you're just like, maybe you don't really want to be there and you're not feeling really good, and maybe you've just like had a really hard day, or you've been going through something and your energy's really low, and you walk into a room and nobody notices you? Have you ever had that? You just walk into a room and you're like, nah. I'm just kind of ho-hum. Yeah. That was because of your energy. Now, have you ever gone and done like, you're like, I'm going to go hog wild. I'm going to email my list. I'm going to cold call people or whatever. Or I'm going to do some pitches, and I fucking hate doing emails. I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. Or I'm in desperate needs. Like, I need to pay some fucking bills. I need some fucking money. I need some fucking money now. So I'm gonna offer this discount, I'm gonna offer this sale, and why the fuck aren't people buying? Why the fuck aren't people buying? I have this thing, it's amazing, it's gonna change their lives. Nobody's buying, what the fuck? Have you ever had that? And you're looking at your inbox and still nobody's signed up. You're offering this amazing thing and still nobody's signed up. Yeah, you've totally been there. Let's talk about the 10K month you just had. Yeah, let's just talk about that 10K month you had. How was that really easy? Did the money just flow? Did the money just flow? Or were you like, I'm gonna show up, I'm going to send 20 emails this week to my list, and I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and the only way to get money is to fucking work my ass off, and so I'm gonna do this because I want some money? It totally flew easily, right? Of course it came easily. That was all your energy, my love. That was all you actually worked less. Oh, wait, so now you're hard-nosed to believe that it's actually nothing to do with your energy and that it's actually only the things that you do. But wait a minute, you made, what was that, one of your biggest months ever in doing this business and you actually worked less? How does that calculate? That doesn't make sense. If what you're saying and that energy doesn't have anything to do with it, but yet you actually worked less and then you made more, how is that not energy? How is that not energy? If you're saying I'm hard-nosed to believe that it's all the action and I just have to take action, but you actually worked less and then you made more. You see it now. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Hi, Jen. Welcome. So do you still believe that it's all about strategy and it's not anything to do with energy? It's the conditioning. Yeah, exactly. And you came from a very corporate background, right? Where, yeah, you were working a lot. And so the belief in the corporate setting is that the more you work, and the more billable hours you have, the more money you make, right? But this is something new, and if you want different results, you have to have different beliefs and you have to have different energy. And you just said it right there, you actually worked less and the money just flew. The money just flew and you had a $10,000 month. How would you like to have that again? And then again, and then again. How would you like to be wired instead of to be doing? How would you like to be wired to be receiving? You were billing 2,100 hours per year. That's a fuck ton of money. Or excuse me, that's a fuck ton of hours. Do you want to shift? Do you want to shift that belief to being like, yeah, it is all my energy. I know that all I have to do is nurture this space, this gap in time from the moment I put out. The universe isn't going like, no, you don't deserve that. 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 You couldn't be more worthy or deserving in the eyes of the universe or God or whatever source, whatever you call it. You could not be more deserving. You could not be more worthy. The only person that is deciding whether or not you are deserving of it enough is you. And so if you, right, with your conditioning, if you're not billing $2,100 per year, you're not going to be making the multiple six figures. You're the one that's saying I'm not working enough, so therefore I'm not making enough. That's all you, love. But now that you know different, and you've experienced different, I just had $10,000, I worked less, and it just fucking flew, and it was easy. And it probably felt really fun too, right? When you let yourself nurture, the most important thing, yeah, wow, good. The most important thing for you to do is to focus on your energy. Because I'm here to tell you, it doesn't fucking matter what strategy you do. As long as the strategy to you feels good. If it's scary but it feels exciting, then that's fun. I'm writing an email to my email list. You guys know that I don't email my email list very much, but it's actually like, it feels really fun for me because I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm so excited to drop wisdom of like inspirational nuggets into people's inboxes. Like, I love that, and that feels really good for me. So I'm gonna do that, right? But like, that's fun. Showing up here and talking live and getting you to realize the fucking bullshit stories and helping you like disprove and see that the beliefs that you've had and then the experiences you've had completely contrast with each other and they completely conflict, which when you're in a conflicted state, guess where that leaves you? Fucking stuck right where you are. When you're in a conflicted state with your beliefs clashing and your experiences clashing, because you developed some beliefs from this, I worked less and I made more and it was so easy and it flew and money just flowed to me and it was really fun. Versus if I'm not billing 2,100 hours a year, then I'm not going to be making a fuck ton of money. Those totally conflict. Because you did that, you had that corporate background for so much longer, it's just a stronger muscle. All you have to do is shift that muscle, and the thing is, everything is a shift away. It's all a shift away. It's all a fucking shift away. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And that shift, the decision to make that shift, that's you. That's you. I'm going to be teaching everybody how to do this in Limitless. It's not just energy. It's not just healing. It is reframing all the bullshit so you have quantum shifts. Everything fucking happens. This is what my client did that went from being literally sitting in the bankruptcy office filing for bankruptcy to having a multiple 5-figure month within 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks, she went from bankruptcy office to biggest cash month and biggest booked month ever. And now she has people reaching out to her she's never engaged with, she's never heard from them. They are buying her biggest packages left and right, reaching out to her. This is what nurturing your energy does. Because I can tell you what led her to the bankruptcy office was letting herself go down the downhill spiral. Not shifting. She was letting herself go into fear, into lack, into the, very masculine energies of, I have to do this, 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 I have to do this. I'm holding the faith, but what the fuck, it's not here. If you are saying, yeah, I'm holding the faith, I'm trusting, but it's not fucking here yet, you need to be in Limitless. Because you're conflicting. And see how you're staying? It's keeping you stuck exactly where you are. So what if you were to just drop all of that and shift and create the story that whenever I work less, I make more and it's really fucking fun and it feels really good. And I know that the most important thing I can do is focus on my energy, because I've already experienced it, that I have a huge month and I have a huge influx of income when I let it be easy. And there are specific ways you can absolutely shift to let it happen so fast. This is what I've been mastering for myself over the last year and a half, over and over and over. This is what I do over and over and over. And I've been teaching it because I always work on myself first. I've been teaching this to my clients. They're on fucking fire. This is how my client had 14 people enroll in her program. She's made like 5 posts about it. She's hardly talked about it. 14 people. I believe it's more people that have signed up for a group program of hers than she's had before. So are you willing to believe a different story, Mom? Are you willing to believe a different story? Are you willing to let it be easy and to let it flow? Because when you're stressed and you're worrying about money, you are pushing it away. And those stories, these conflictions that you're having, they're keeping you right where you are. So again, if you're not having the results that you want, and you could be working in a corporate job. You don't have to be a business owner. But if you want promotions, if you want better job offers, if you want people to just reach out to you, if you just want to manifest unexpected things, this is what you do. You nurture this space. That's your responsibility. in that space, the way you nurture that is by focusing on you and your energy. Mayella, I was literally just channeling you because I was talking about how you don't have to be a business owner to have amazing things just show up out of the blue. And I was thinking about you and the incredible job opportunity that you just had. So I love it. So let yourself be open to shifting, because if you're not having what you want, you're keeping yourself stuck. It's not the strategy, and it's not the this or this or this, the external things. It's you. It's you. It's you. So reach out to me. Let's do this. I'm thinking about putting together an even further extended payment plan, because I know there are a few people that want to join that haven't been able to do the current payment plan. So I'm thinking about doing an extended payment plan. If enough people are interested, I will do that for you. So feel free to reach out to me. The pre-work starts on Wednesday. The container opens. I'm so fucking excited. Remember, it's all you. The way you nurture that space is you take care of this. Think about that space as being your energetic container, your energy field. You can completely expand your energy field, and you can contract it. Think about when you move into a room and everybody looks at you, it's because your energy field is nice and wide. But when you're small and you're keeping yourself small, your energy container is small, you're not going to be able to make as much money because it's all energy. It's all energy. So if your container is small and if it's filled with shit, your results are going to be small. Period. So let's expand. You have limitless potential and possibilities all around you. You just have to expand and open yourself up to it. So reach out to me if you're ready. Let's do it. I love you. Let me know what questions you have. Kid! Oh, you guys, I just went on a really fucking good rant. Taylor! And we completely shifted a massive story that Wani had. That was so much fun. So much fun. I love you. I have to get going. I have to finish some things, but I'll talk to you soon. Wani, you are welcome. I am so glad you had that breakthrough. I love you.